Hey, what's up, guys? Greg here, and there is a very, very good chance that I'm going to mess this up. So, trying some new technology today. We're trying StreamYard to go live. I've heard some amazing things. Some friends use this, and it seems like a really, really cool platform. So, wanted to use this to go live today, so we will see what happens. Again, likely going to mess this thing up as we go here today, but it looks like you guys are coming on. If you are coming on and you can see me and hear me, which would be like amazing that I didn't mess this up. In the comments, just say, hello, tell me where you're from, say what's up, say, Greg, I can hear you. That would be amazing, mostly so I know that I didn't mess this completely up. I'm going to check on my phone, just look in the group just to see what this even looks like. Because again, like I said, there's a very good chance that I did this wrong. So, but it looks like I actually did it right. It looks like we were live. So what's going on? Glenn is here. Glenn is the man. What's going on? Steve, appreciate you being here. Appreciate you guys being here and being live. So this is Glenn was on a call that in a mastermind group that we were a part of, where they kind of showed us some of this technology. So we're trying it today for the very first time. Not the first time I've ever gone live, but the first time with new software. So what's up, Jay? What is happening? Appreciate you guys. You guys apparently are all cool kids because you have gone into StreamYard and said that you want them to show your face and your photos and all that with comments. So that's really, really cool. So if you haven't yet, I made this fancy slide for you guys, that if you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, you can go and you can get them to approve to show your face and your name with your comments. So that way I can do something fancy like this, and I can show Steve on the screen like that, like super cool. So we can do fun things like that. But if you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, it will allow you to do that as we go. So what we are going to do today, and this is going to be a whole lot of fun, is we're starting a brand new podcast. We're starting a new video show. It's called The Velocity Sessions, and it's all about creating and growing a business at warp speed. I know some of you are at the stage where you are looking to create a new business, whether it's a brand new business, it's a pivot on your existing business, and you want to gain traction really fast, or you have an existing business and you're sick and tired of growing slow, of getting a client here, a customer there, and you really want to put on the gas and grow it. And that's what these velocity sessions are going to be all about, helping you to do that. And here today, what we're going to do is I'm going to start by sharing one of the core pillars of Velocity, and that's how to create a never-ending stream of ideas for your videos, your content, and your marketing campaigns. And I think that that's what we all really want to do, is we want to be able to do stuff like this. Like, how do we go live? How do we create content for our marketplace? How do we share stuff that people actually care about, that they're going to pay attention to, and that quite possibly at the end of the day, they might actually hire us or buy something from us. And I think that's a big piece of what we are going to really be sharing today. So I'm going to try to make these slides a little bigger for you guys so that you can see them as we go. I'm also going to go full screen. So if I screw this up, I do, again, apologize in advance. So one of the things that I wanted to cover today is the purpose of content, and really to get you to understand why we're creating these things in the first place. And so first, I want you to understand that literally everything is content, especially when it comes to online, but even offline. Like, think about all of your ads, whether you're running newspaper ads or classified ads or Facebook ads or, Google ads, like, that's content, right? There's usually an image, there's a video, there's text, there's a link, there's a call to action. How do you think that got there? Well, you created that content. You filmed that video. You shot that image. You put all of that together. Like, that is content. That is content that is designed to sell. There's other content that's designed to brand. There's other content that's designed to educate, inform, inspire, motivate. But all of your ads, all of your emails, like just writing an email, that's content, right? So instead of publishing a post on Facebook, you're publishing, a post via email and sending that out to your email list. Like, that is content. So I don't want you to come in here and be like, I'm not a video person. I don't create like, you do create content. When you send a message to your clients, that's content. When you send your newsletter out, like, all of it is content when you think about it. And the reality is that the more that you create, the more opportunities you're going to create for yourself. If you just put out one video one time once, you only have one opportunity to connect with that audience, to create opportunity, to get people to take your call to action. But if you're posting stuff regularly, as regularly as you possibly can, you're giving yourself more shots. I talk about baseball. I'm a baseball guy, baseball analogy. Some of you that are watching this have heard me say this over and over and over again, but I love to have that analogy is like, we're not going to hit home runs every time out of the gate. Like the best baseball players of all time, Babe Ruth didn't hit a home run every time he got up to the plate. Sometimes he walked. Sometimes he struck out. Sometimes he popped out. Sometimes he got a single. Sometimes Babe, ran all the way to second base and got himself a double. And I don't know which at bat that Babe is going to hit a home run. I know he's going to hit 30 to 40 home runs a year. And, but if he doesn't come up to the plate, he doesn't even give him a shot. So content, the more content that you put out there, the more chances you have of getting a single, a double, a triple, a home run, which gives you more opportunity. So the more that you publish, the more opportunities you give yourself. The more times you publish with offers and calls to action and ways for people to go deeper into your business, the more chances you have for them to go deeper into your business. But as we teach in Velocity, in our Velocity Business program and our Velocity Masterclass, there's 5 stages of a high velocity business. And content is the first one because it's all about who you are, what you stand for, and what you want to be known for. You have to establish those because then you fit into the products that you create and that you sell, the offers that sell those products, the campaigns that drive people into the offers, and the ads that bring people into your campaigns. You need all of those elements to create a high velocity business. And when you have ads driving people to your campaigns who are taking your offers, going through your products, reinforcing who you are, what you stand for in your brand, you have a high velocity business. So let's just jump right into this today. And please, please, please send in your questions. I want this to, while I have some things that I'm going to present to you, I want to teach some stuff to give you some context. I want this to be about you. So if you're like, Glenn's watching, he's like, Greg, I don't understand how this applies to me. Cool. Let's dig into that and let's workshop through some of this stuff today. As Steve, you're like, hey, this is cool, but how does this work for me? Like, let's do that here today. So definitely drop in your comments, your questions, your feedback as we go. So one thing that I want you to understand is that content is never about one perfect idea. This is one of the biggest mindset shifts that I have people go through when they go through the velocity training process is that they think they only have one idea, one product, one thing that they're going to put out into the marketplace. And if they screw it up, if they mess up, if they don't hit that home run, that grand slam out of the gates, their whole life is ruined. It's not. Right? With content, with videos that you put out into the marketplace, if you put out a video today and it doesn't do great, well, guess what you could do tomorrow? You can put another one out. It goes back to the bats. If you're, Bryce Harper, one of my favorite baseball players, one of my son's favorite baseball players, he gets up there and he strikes out. He doesn't just quit the entire season. He waits his next turn. He gets up and he gets back up to the plate and he tries to hit. And, this whole internet world of like fail fast. Like I never come up to the plate swinging so that I can fail. I want to hit a grand slam every time. But that's not always the case. Sometimes I am going to swing and miss. Sometimes I'm going to get a single and I'm going to adjust from there. So the idea here for all of you to take away from this is it's about a volume of ideas and a volume of content, not about one perfect video, one perfect viral video. Because what happens if you spend $10, $20, $30,000 on that one viral video and it flops? I would rather have 30 videos out there and over the next 30 days and find the 2, 3, 4, 5 that were grand slams and then double down on them. But having 30 videos gives me 30 shots to find the one that's really going to work. And, 30 videos just shooting with this guy, shooting with an iPhone, shooting with, I have brought some of the cameras home. I thought they were closer so I could grab them on the screen. But the more that you publish, the more great stuff is going to happen. And the more shots that you have to say, all right, well, that one really worked. That one resonated. The audience, I get the question, and I get this a lot. Yesterday, I had like 9 sales calls, strategy calls, and all of them were like, well, what's the one video I need to create tomorrow? And I'm like, I don't know, but I can tell you 30 videos that I want you to create over the next 30 days. And let's let the market decide which videos they resonated with, they cared about, that got their attention, that got them to take action. And then let's decide based on hard data of the marketplace, as opposed to, I have a gut feeling about what's going to work. I have gut feelings all the time. It doesn't always work out. So it's never about one perfect idea. This whole process, we're going to do some context and we are going to do some training right now. So please have out a piece of paper, your Evernote, like whatever you do to take notes. So I want you to start this entire process before we even get into idea generation, because like, what are we generating ideas for? Right? What's the bigger picture? What's the higher calling that we want to create ideas for? You have to start by figuring out, well, to my marketplace, the people that I want to hire me or buy my products or services or become customers, what do I want to be known for to them? And we know like some of the big people like in let's call it the online marketing, space, like Russell Brunson, known for funnels, right? He is known as the funnel guy. Jeff Walker, known as the product launch guy. So guess what? If someone's looking to do a product launch, who do they look for? They're like, oh, let's go to Walker. If they're looking to build funnels, oh, let's go to Russell and let's get ClickFunnels. So to your marketplace, what are the things that you want to be known for? Is it, developing an international business? Is it, building a podcast? Is it, advertising? Is it, and I don't want you to think of these things. I do this in workshops. I used to do them in like real estate offices all the time. And real estate agents would be like reliability or great customer service. And I'm like, no one woke up today. If I needed to sell my house fast, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking like, who is the guy or girl that can sell my house fast? That's what you want to be known for. Or who can help a first-time home buyer to find the right house and not make a big mistake. That's what you want to be known for, not reliability. Like, I hope that you're reliable, right? If we're in business and we're trying to get people's money, hope that you're reliable. So start by thinking about and really getting down what you want to be known for. And I know some of you guys like Jay, like Glenn, you guys have seen me go through these exercises before. And so what I want you to do, if you're brand new to this, even if you've done this before, is draw this on a piece of paper. I want you to draw these 4 quadrants, a line going from top to bottom, a line going from the left to right. Because a lot of people get hung up and say, well, Greg, I don't just do X. I also do A, B, C, and D. And here is where you get to really think about, well, what are the 4 things that you want to be known for? If there were 4 things that you wanted to be known for, what would they be? And each one of those 4 things go into those boxes. So if you're a financial advisor who's watching this right now, you might want to be known for taxes, saving people money on taxes in retirement. That's a huge one. Like if you were known as the save taxes guy, like that or gal, that would be amazing. So that would be in one of your quadrants. You might also want to be known as the safe money guy that, this market, is going crazy right now in the world we're living in. And the clients that I work with want safe money. So if the market dips 50%, their money is safe. They get the upside, but they protect against the downside. They're risk adverse. So you want to be known as the safe money investor. Maybe you want to be known, like Social Security maximization. Maybe you want to be known as income, that when you retire, you have that paycheck coming in every single month. So what are the things that you want to be known for? I try to give you some context there. Let me give you even more context. So I've been redoing my 4 quadrants over the last couple of weeks as our business has completely adapted and changed. The fact that we don't have a studio anymore, we still have it. We're paying rent on it, but like no one can come in and film videos and stuff. And so we've really gone into what I consider myself to be really better at than actually filming videos is training and coaching and inspiring and challenging people to grow their business. And so as we've made that change from, the snackable video guy and just pure video marketing and things, here is, how ours has changed and morphed if you've been in our world for any sense of time. So the first one is still creating videos that generate new business. I still think there's nothing better than this guy or a fancy camera, the iPads, like whatever you're going to use to get on camera and talk about who you are, what you do, how you help people, and do it in a way that doesn't just grow fans, followers, and likes, but actually generates new business. And so I want to be known as that person. It's funny. We got a Facebook message the other day from somebody who was just like, for a video guy, your videos don't get, like millions of views. And I go, yeah, but every time I put a video up, I get a customer, and that's the video guy that I want to be. That if you're a financial advisor, you turn to me, not because you want to go viral for some, like economic equation thing that you want to do or some funny song that you want to sing on TikTok. It's that you're going to put a video out there and it's going to make someone in your marketplace go, I need to hire that person. And your video might only get 80 views. It might be 800 views, but when you do it, it builds your business. So anyway, that's one of the things that I want to be known for. The second one is based on this whole velocity concept, which is growing businesses fast and thinking about, hey, Greg, I joined, I got your ambitious video planner on Monday. On Tuesday, I put out my first video. Boom, speed. I want people to be talking fast. I want you guys to go through this workshop today and tomorrow have 20 ideas laid out and you've already shot 5 of them and they're already like up and running or scheduled or however, like it's moving at warp speed. So that is another pillar. And you're going to start seeing a lot of content like this one. And this one kind of merges video and velocity together. We bought ambitious.com about 5 years ago. And so I'm all about the fact that, while I want to grow a business fast, I want to grow it with speed. I will never do it at the sacrifice of my life and my lifestyle, of spending time with my family, my kids. And so we want to build a business to live an ambitious life. It's not about working till we're in our grave. It's about working to support the lifestyle that we want. And that's a big part of my brand and who I am. And then kind of the fourth quadrant, I've always taught that the fourth quadrant is about hope. We're always teaching hope. Hope that they can still retire even if they haven't made the right decisions. Hope that they can buy the new home or what they want. Hope that they can start the business. Hope that whatever it is. But I've expanded that for myself. It's hope, ease, and simplicity. So hope that they can do it, but that it also doesn't have to be as complicated as you think it is. That we're going to take some parts out and make this simple for people. So anyway, these are my four quadrants. So what I want to do now is I'm going to kind of go out of full screen, and I want you guys to come in and talk about some of the things that come to mind, or questions that you have about your four quadrants. Like, do you want to just share what they are, right? So that, I can say, hey, you're awesome, or you're on the right track. You don't have to share all four. If you want to just share one of them, that would be amazing. I don't know who this person is because they didn't go with StreamYard, but I like this, right? It says, Greg for governor. Don't think I would ever run for office, but I appreciate the vote of confidence. And if you're sending in comments, and if you go to, I think it's StreamYard.com/Facebook, it'll allow you to have the screen, your image here, and it would say your name, so I know who you are, because I don't know who this person is. So that way I could bring up someone like Joel here. Joel, good guy, just had a conversation with him a few days ago. He says, do you recommend running videos through a business Facebook page, personal, or both? So great question. So Joel, I always recommend uploading the video to your business page. So many reasons to do that. Now, your business page is going to get less organic views than your personal page. So what we do is we always say post it to your business page and then share it to your personal page. Because when you put it on your business page, it allows you to run ads, which is like the number one thing that we want you to do. Is we want more people to see your videos. We want people to go through them and see them and act on them and take action. And so we want the analytics, we want tracking, we want to be able to retarget people who watch videos. You can't do any of that stuff on the personal side. So always on the business side, and then share to your personal page, because then you'll get a little bit more organic traction as you go there. So great question. Really like that. So appreciate you sharing that, guys. And again, if you guys have questions about the four quadrants, make sure that you fire them in, and I'm happy to kind of help there. So I'm going to go back full screen for a second and keep going on the fact that I'm going to now assume that you have done this exercise, that you have your four quadrants out there. Well, now, how do we come up with ideas for videos in each of these four quadrants? So like, how do I come up with videos for creating videos that generate new business? How do I come up with ideas for growing your business fast, and so on and so forth? And so we need to source inspiration. So I don't believe that most of us, this is myself included, just wake up inspired and full of creativity, right? And I create a lot of content, but by my very nature, I'm not super creative. What I do is I find sources of inspiration and creativity that fit my four quadrants and start storing them. One, so my subconscious brain is always working on these ideas. And two, so that when it's shoot day, when it's filming day, I have all of these videos, ideas that I can go back to, and I can say, all right, well, if I have 10 ideas in quadrant one, so going back here, if I have 10 ideas in creating videos that generate new business, if I'm aiming to shoot one new video a week, which is where I want all of you to start, one video a week, not daily, not, because if you start daily, you're going to give up after like 4 days. I guarantee it. Start with weekly and then add into twice a week, add into 3 times a week, and so on and so forth. But what I want you to do is once a month, shoot 4 videos. You're done for the whole month. So that means you only need to pick one video from quadrant 1, one from quadrant 2, one from quadrant 3, and one from quadrant 4. So again, if you have 10 ideas in quadrant 1, you just got to pick one of them a month. One a month, one from the velocity, one from quadrant 3, one from quadrant 4. And now you have an entire month's worth of content. And every single video, it positions you as something that you wanted to be known for. So where do we find these ideas? Where do we come up with these ideas? Well, the number one source that I use all the time are industry magazines, newsletters, and blogs. So one of my marketplaces is financial advisors. So we work with a lot of financial advisors, and this is kind of good timing. So again, I'm going to come out of full screen for a second. And just go to this guy here. And so, in the mail, Insurance Newsnet magazine, right? So I flip through this every single month, and I go ahead and just look for things that are ideas in here. So let me just go and just like literally in real time show you how we do this. I'm trying to find there's one section. So in here they always have this thing called news wires, right? Which are just like quick hits and like news and things of that nature. And so it says Americans are saving more. Here's why. So from that, I'd be like, if people are saving more, right, how does that affect their retirement strategy? If there's actually more money in their account, boom, video idea, done, right? Trying to go global economy could see worst year since 2009. So here, gross domestic product growth worldwide is expected to slow to 2.8% for 2020. Like, how does the GDP slowing impact your retirement, right? Boom, another video idea, done. Right. And that was just from like one page that I made up on the fly. So I'm using magazines. You can also use blogs. You can also use, just industry newsletters, things like that to get all of these ideas, because there's other people who are sourcing all of this stuff for you. You can just use what they have created. So that's the first one, would be industry magazines, newsletters, and blogs. The huge one that people overlook all the time are questions from prospects and clients. Like if you're talking to people all the time, what questions are they asking you? I did this for a financial advisor on the phone yesterday, and I said, what are the five biggest questions you've gotten during COVID-19, coronavirus, pandemic about retirement from people just giving you a call? And she rattled off 5 questions in like a minute. And I go, there's 5 videos. Just write those down. And then, either A, just answer the question, or have your assistant or, somebody in your office just ask you those questions from behind the camera. Now you have 5 videos that you can go ahead and shoot. So what are the questions that your prospects are asking you in the comments, in phone calls that you're taking, in your ads? What are some things that you can do there? And you can have so many, video ideas and content ideas just from questions that people are asking you. One of my favorite ones is using pop culture, TV, movies, and music. So again, going to financial services, a show that I just started watching again because Hulu just added in all the HBO shows. And so Ballers is back on there. Well, The Rock in that show is a wealth manager. He's a financial advisor. So just adding in, I was watching Ballers last night, and Dwayne Johnson said this or did this. And let me tell you why that's terrible advice, or like something like that. But now you're bringing in pop culture, and you got an idea from something good or bad that The Rock did in the show. Is there 5 lessons from Thanos that will help you to save your business? Or 5 things I learned from Avengers Endgame that'll help you to save your business the same way the Avengers defeated Thanos. They're I know that's ridiculous, but it's a way to use pop culture and things that people are talking about and add them into your content. Obviously, books, magazines, podcasts, things like that. So this isn't necessarily industry stuff. This could be non-industry related. This could be just like fun stuff like Sports Illustrated or, Cosmo or, I don't know what the women read these days, but like a health and fitness magazine. You just see something cool and you want to share your commentary on it. But again, if it has to do with, like one of mine, like living an ambitious life, like I could get an idea from that from, a health something. Like I'm reading a book that's right below here. It's like propping up my camera right now. Superhuman from Dave Asprey. So there's all these things and ways for people to reverse aging and things like that. And so because there's something in that book that I could tie back to living an ambitious life or giving people hope or making it simpler or easier for them to get results. Competition. Right. So what are competitors doing right now? So, looking at, just keywords. So, looking at Google Trends and the Google keyword tool, and what are some of the large search volume questions and things that people are searching for there. YouTube Suggest is a place that we get a ton of ideas for our video clients. We just go into YouTube and we start typing something. I'll show you guys how to do this in just a second. BuzzSumo has all the top articles and things like that. Things like Google News, another really, really cool source. And I'm going to get out of full screen really quick. And I'm going to show you guys, pop the screen. Let's go to, we're going to go ahead and go to the good old Google Chrome and make sure that this worked. In a second. I don't know why it's like making like a million screens and stuff, but on YouTube. So again, I might have screwed this up. It happens. It's part of what I do. But on YouTube here, what you can do is you can actually go into YouTube and start typing something. So let's say, if my internet would go a little slower, like first time home buyers, right? So now it's going to tell you what the most popular search terms are on YouTube for video. So like first time home buyers tips and advice. So if you're someone, a real estate agent that works with first time home buyers, you should probably have a video called 3 tips for first time home buyers, dumb advice for first time home buyers, great advice for, first time home buyers. The 3 first time home buyer programs you need to know about in 2020. Are the first time home buyer programs from 2019 still valid? Is Dave Ramsey right about first time home buyers? Like, I'm just going down the list. Like, these are all just ideas I'm making up on the fly. Tax credit, how to capitalize on the tax credit if you're a first time home buyer, right? Like, I'm literally just making all these ideas up on the fly based on what YouTube tells me that people search for on YouTube. So that these are topics that people want to hear from and know about. Like, you don't have to be all that creative when it comes to these kinds of things. YouTube can literally tell you what that is. And I don't know why that is kind of not all that fancy. So let's go ahead and let me go back to slides now. Give me a second, guys. All right, so using all of those sources, Facebook and LinkedIn groups. I think these are some of the most valuable places because people go in there and they ask crazy questions. So right now in like my marketplace, last week or 2 weeks ago, maybe Jeff Walker did a big product launch for his product launch formula program. It was all about launching your first product and doing a big product launch for it to get a lot of buyers and things like that. Well, he created a Facebook group where he delivered all of his content. And in there every day was like 50 to 60 to 70 questions about, hey, I'm starting a homeschooling course. What membership site should I use? There's a question that you can answer in a video if it has to do with one of your quadrants. Is like these people, like these are legit questions that people have that you can now answer in your video. So like, hey, if you're looking to create your first online course, one of the biggest questions that we see all the time is like, what membership software should I use? Should I use Kartra or Kajabi or ClickFunnels or Teachable or Thinkific or Udemy? Oh, and your head just explodes. Here is the one tip that I have for you. And I'm just making this up, but like, from that question that someone had in a Facebook group, because if someone's asking it, there's a good chance that other people have it and aren't asking it, the silent majority. LinkedIn groups, the same way. If you're B2B, like there are people in there asking questions about quality, about source, about materials, about all the things that you do, go ahead and source those. Reddit, another good one. You got to go through a little bit of like terrible comments and negativity, but people ask a lot of questions in Reddit. And you can see like which ones get the most comments are generally the most popular ones. So the ones that get a lot of comments, probably something you can create a video on. And then Quora, same thing. Search the keywords in your industry or your 4 quadrants. So if one of your quadrants was on, Social Security, go on Quora and type Social Security, and you'll see all the questions that people ask about Social Security. Great fodder for your videos, great fodder for your content. And if you guys have questions on any of that stuff and where to find some of these places, or you want me to help look for some of them for you right now, please shoot them in the comments. If you haven't yet, go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and approve it so I can see your name, your face, all that. But ask your questions. Like, I want to make this interactive and really help you as we go through this process. But those are the places that we go. And so what I do personally is I use Evernote, and I have an Evernote folder for each one of my 4 quadrants. And what I do is anytime I get an industry magazine, like I was just showing you with Insurance Newsnet, anytime I see something in there that I think could work for me, I just take a picture of it with the good old phone. I take a picture of the article and I save it in Evernote. And then when it's shoot day, when I go to shoot Snackable videos, I go into my Evernote folders and I just pick the ones that I want to shoot. And that way I always have 10, 20, 30, 40 ideas for each quadrant. I only got to pick 1 or 2, depending on how often how frequent we're going to be putting out videos. When I do something like this, I look at what are some of the most popular topics again and again and again. And that's why we picked this one first, because I would say literally over the last 2 weeks, Well, we've sold more video planners in the last 2 weeks than we have in the last 6 months. So we've gotten so many people asking questions about their videos, which is why I wanted to do this conversation today. And so I knew this was a popular topic, but I just go into my Evernote and I pick the ones that work for me. So your goal is to generate lots of ideas and store them. Store them in Evernote, store them in Google Docs and paper and filing cabinets, whatever that you use. The goal is to get lots of ideas and store them. So when it's time to film your videos, you batch record and batch film. So you're going to film 1 day per month. You say, all right, I'm going to put out a video a week. I'm going to film 4 videos today. They're all going to be between 1 and 3, maybe 4 minutes long. Go to folder A, go to folder B, go to folder C, go to folder D, pick out one idea, record all 4 of your videos back to back, and you are done for the month. And then you can send them off to editing. You can edit yourself. You can send them to, if you want more information on our virtual video coaching program where we do all the editing for you, I'm happy to send that to you. But you batch record all of the videos and you just do it yourself. And then you're done for the entire month. And then next month, you just shoot 1 day per month and you get all of your content done. Then you can distribute it and go from there. So that's what I really want you to kind of take away and understand from this, is that it's about a lot of ideas, not one idea. It's about a lot of ideas. So let me go. I'm going to pop in, boom, go to here, and let's do some questions. So my man, Steve, what's happening? It's good to see from you, good to hear from you. Someone told me about a new tool like Quora that was supposed to have more relevant questions people are asking as a paid service. It doesn't. I don't think that you need to pay for a service. I think between Facebook groups, YouTube groups, and Quora, you're going to have so many different places and ideas that I don't think that it's that big of a deal to I don't think you need to pay for any kind of a service like that, is what I would say. My main man Joel, that's not Joel, you're Joel. Joel, do you also have a spreadsheet to avoid redundancy? Say you make a video on first-time homebuyers and forget about it 4 months later. So here's the cool thing. People have no idea what you shot last week or 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. Like, they don't remember what you shot anyway. Like, so going back to like my own stuff. So this conversation that we're having today about like video topics and video ideas, I have done a similar presentation like this maybe 50 times in the last year. In the video planner funnel, you had this exact same training, right? And you probably already saw it. You're just seeing it in a different way now. And so 2 things. A, people don't remember what you did last week. And 2, if you're doing things right, you always have new people coming in. So if it was a first-time home buyer in your scenario here 4 months ago, I probably already have a house. So now someone new is a new first-time home buyer. So I'm not all that worried about repeating myself, because even in my shoes, I only have so many tricks up my sleeve. Like, I don't have that many, I'm not that cool, right? I don't have that many things that I'm very good at. I keep saying the same things over and over and over and over again. So I'm not all that worried about it, because, I think some of the people who were on this earlier, people like Glenn and Jay, who were the first 2 to comment early, Jay's probably seen me do this exact same presentation with the 4 quadrants at least a dozen times. And yet he still showed up today. And I bet he got something new or different from it than he got 3 months ago, 6 months ago, because he's at a different place, right? The teacher appears when the student's ready, kind of thing. So anyway, that's kind of what I think about there. So great question, though. I appreciate it. I'm just not that cool to like have spreadsheets and stuff. It's just not what I do. Question: better contracting clients. YouTube does not have the suggested list when I type that in. Steve, like, what's? Give me a little more context. Like, I just apologize. Like, who are you trying to go after there? And we can kind of. Is it like how to get clients kind of thing? Like client acquisition, client growth, something like that? Am I on the right path, or am I missing what you're trying to say completely? Because I'll go into YouTube and I'll just start finding some stuff for you. If we want to go ahead and do that. So while you type that in, and guys, if anybody else, if you guys have questions and you want me to go through this stuff, I'm happy to do that for you. I'm going to go real quick back to my slides, because I don't remember if I have anything else to share there. Boom, add to stream, boom, boom. Getting the hang of this. I kind of like it. So just real quick, this is my really hardcore sales pitch, but as I mentioned at the beginning, this is part of what we teach in Velocity. Content is the very first piece, because you have to really understand who you stand for, what you want to be known for, and get that out to the marketplace. But if you want to learn how to create a high velocity business, we just opened a brand new 12-week program that also comes with 12 months of coaching with me, where I'm going to help you to create and grow a high velocity business. We're making it super simple. There's no 70-minute webinar or anything to go on, but if you'd like me to send you the details and ask me questions about the program, all you need to do is text the word velocity to 321-351-3363. Just text the word velocity to 321-351-3363. And what we are doing, we have a really cool founding members customer special that we're running right now. This is like super fancy presentation where we have a really cool deal on that. And if you'd like me to send you the details, appreciate you guys sending that in. That's awesome. In like real time. See, so I answer all my own text messages, by the way. But if you want me to send you the details on that, I'd love to send it to you. It's a 12-week program that also comes with 12 months of coaching, and you also get our Velocity Vault, which includes all of our courses, trainings, and programs we've created over the last few years to help you grow a business at warp speed. If you're interested, awesome. If you're not interested, awesome. I hope that you got some stuff from today's program. So just text the word velocity to 321-351-3363. And obviously, if you just texted in, the couple of you who just texted in, I'm not going to send it to you right now because I'm going to finish this training, and then I'll send that over to you. So acquiring remodeling clients, dude, and I'm the worst, so I apologize on this, but remodeling for what? Remodeling their homes, is that what it is? Like remodeling clients, remodeling just a context. Let me grasp something, and I can kind of walk through that. But I think that's I think you're on the right stage. And even sometimes we try to get ultra specific when we're trying to come up with our video ideas and video topics. Let me get back on the screen so I like seeing my face and talk to you guys. Home remodeling. So that might be the keyword, right? So going into Facebook and doing looking at home remodeling, seeing what some of the popular home remodeling videos are, and then framing it for getting more home remodeling clients. So, popular home remodeling, let me just go and do this real quick. So remodeling bathroom is, so I typed in remodeling. The first word that came up was remodeling bathroom, remodeling house, remodeling my room, remodeling kitchen. So you can flip that to, looking for more remodeling bathroom clients. How to grow your remodeling business if you want to focus on bathrooms, like how to use, the bathroom as the centerpiece of your remodeling business, like how to get more remodeling clients by focusing on the bathroom. So it's using that as inspiration for what you want to do. Three ways contractors are remodeling bathrooms that can land you more clients fast. 2 tips to generating remodeling clients when they have a tiny bathroom. Small bathroom was another one on here. So it's not that you need to use these word for word. It's for inspiration and ideas and unlocking that and putting that all together. So I hope that's kind of helpful. It's not even really thinking outside the box. It's just taking something from one angle and then applying it to a different angle, right? And so, anyway, that's what I would do is I would just look at remodeling, home remodeling, bathroom remodeling, and then flipping it to how you get more clients. How would you talk about, remodeling a bathroom in the context of getting more clients? So 3 cool bathroom remodeling projects that can land you more clients. 3 objections people, clients have to remodeling their bathroom that's stopping you from closing the deal. And if we're talking the meme style videos, stop doing this when remodeling bathrooms, right? And obviously that goes to, someone who wants to remodel a bathroom or something, contractors, stop doing this in bathroom remodels, right? And so now it becomes that meme style video that would work directly for what it is that you're trying to do. So I hope that was semi helpful, and at least getting you kind of thinking there. So, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's session. I appreciate you for being here. Again, if you're interested in learning more about the Velocity Business Program, just text the word Velocity 321-351-3363. I'll text you back a link that has more information on the program, as well as a founding members discount that I think is pretty good, pretty generous, because I really do believe that so many people right now need to move faster, need to get moving at warp speed, and there is no better time than right now to get it up and running. So appreciate you guys for being here. Thanks for hanging out, and I will talk to you guys real soon. Thanks.